What's up, my peeps? Time for another 5-minute review, this time for Hell in a Cell. Let's get started. So, first off, the kickoff match. Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Drew Gulak, Daivari, and Tony Nese. It was a decent match. We saw some cool stuff in there, like a shooting star press from the top from Lince Dorado, and also Lince Dorado stopping a Dragon Sleeper from Drew Gulak on Cedric with a leg drop from the top. And at the end of the day, Cedric Alexander got the win with the suplex backbreaker. They call it the lumbar check for the win. It was expected that the face team was going to win. It's just I'd like to see them maybe switch up the kickoff matches. I feel like for the past 3 or 4 pay-per-views, that's all we've had. Hopefully that changes for Survivor Series. But other than that complaint, the match was decent. It just feels like not really a pay-per-view match. It feels like something you could see on a Raw. It's not like if you miss this, you miss something big. You didn't miss anything as far as storyline goes. Anyways, moving on, you have Brian Kendrick once again begging TJ to let him win the match, the Cruiserweight Championship. And TJ just doesn't reply to him pretty much. Or actually, he tells him, you know, if you want to win the title, go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way, try and win. And then, to me, while I was watching this, I'm like, yo, this is setting up Brian Kendrick winning the title, and I'm all for it. I'm a fan of Brian Kendrick, always have been. And then on the commentary team, Booker T's like, or on the pre-show panel, Booker T's like, yo, TJ's gotta stop being soft. If somebody tells me to let them win, I'm gonna be like, yo, get out of here. Anyways, we'll move on to the main show. We've got Roman Reigns. Actually, one more thing. On the pre-show, on the kickoff panel, they were asking questions to the New Day. Tom Phillips was asking the Twitter questions. And Kofi Kingston made fun of Tom Phillips' chest. And he was like, yo, and that's coming from me. And everybody's been talking about how Kofi's chest, for years now, it's like something's wrong with it. I don't know if it's a pec tear or whatever, but it's like his chest is just weird. He's got the whole Steiner situation going on with his chest, and I like the fact that Kofi Kingston went ahead and poked fun of himself. So, the main show kicks off with Rusev versus Roman Reigns inside Hell in a Cell. It was an okay cell match. It wasn't a bad one, but it also wasn't a great cell match. Definitely better than their Night of Champions match, which I thought was really slow-paced, and I think that's why I didn't like the match so much at Clash of Champions. But here with the addition of the Hell in a Cell and the weapons, I think that's what made it a better match for me. Anyways, Roman Reigns winning, that's not necessarily disappointing, like I saw that coming. Especially when Rusev in the match locks in the accolade with the chains, and Roman Reigns still gets out of it. It's like, what can Rusev do to top that? Nothing. So of course he was going to lose. Roman Reigns hits the spear off the steps, and it's over. I just hope that Rusev doesn't go downhill once again after this. That he doesn't start losing a ton of matches afterwards like he did once he lost to John Cena. It's just tough to see where Rusev goes from here because the current champion is a heel, so it's not like Rusev can move up from here and challenge for the world title. Afterwards, Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke works on the arm for most of the match, and then Bayley hits the Bayley to belly for the win, and that's pretty much it. Look, that's pretty much all I care to describe about the match. Not really invested in this feud, so didn't really care for the match. And then Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass versus the Club. Look, match was okay. That's about it, in my opinion. But I'm happy that the Club won. I feel they need the wins more. See, here's the thing. Enzo and Big Cass, I feel they could lose a lot more than the Club because they're so over with the crowd. The Club, not so much as far as being over with the crowd, so they need the wins more. And afterwards, we get the second Hell in a Cell match, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. This was a great Hell in a Cell match, definitely better than Roman versus Rusev. This match had 3 big highlights for me. Jericho just coming in, getting his ass kicked the entire time. Although, I feel like Jericho should get some more offense in, come on. Anyways, Seth Rollins also powerbombing Kevin Owens through that table between the cell and the apron, and then the finish. Really liked the finish, the powerbomb through 2 chairs, and they're really making Jericho like super help out Kevin Owens to the point where without Jericho, Kevin Owens would have lost the title back at Clash of Champions. And you know what? I kind of like it. Like, it's going to be real shitty once KO turns his back on him. But anyways, Cruiserweight title match, it was cool. But once again, the Cruiserweight title match or the Cruiserweight match wasn't as fast-paced as what you saw in the Cruiserweight Classic. They've definitely toned it down. But as a big D. Brian Kendrick fan, I'm really happy with the result. And it was exactly as expected. He made TJ feel sorry for him when he pretended he was injured. TJ fell for it and he took advantage. Looking forward to seeing Kendrick as the champion. I could see him defending the title next against Rich Swann, or in the triple threat, Rich Swann and TJ Perkins and Kendrick. And then the tag team title match, it was good, but it suffered from a bad ending. DQ, it was one of those good matches, but shitty endings. It was a DQ in the favor, of course, of Cesaro and Sheamus, so definitely seems like it's not over. This is going to keep on going. Maybe, see, I think it's between Cesaro and Sheamus and the Club. I think it's one of those teams that's going to take away those titles from the New Day once they break that record. And for the main event, Sasha versus Charlotte. Look, I thought this was a great match. This, to me, was the second best match of the night. One of the things I thought they might do for this match is go super light. I was fearing that would happen, but no, they went super hard in this match. They used the cell a lot, they used chairs, they used tables. Before the match even started, Charlotte powerbombed Sasha through a table, but I felt the part where Sasha was getting stretchered out and all that, it went on for way too long. Like, it was really dragged out, and everybody knew she was going to eventually get up. So it was like, can you speed this up a bit? But yeah, great match. The ending wasn't as solid because the table didn't break. Obviously, it was supposed to break. Actually, I don't even know if Sasha was supposed to get thrown on the table twice. I'm pretty sure it was once, and she was supposed to go through that table that first time, but she didn't both times. And I think part of it is the way it was positioned, the way Sasha was thrown, and also the fact that Sasha just doesn't weigh all that much. So, anyways, overall, what did I think about the show? I thought it was better than Clash of Champions, around the same as No Mercy. I'd give this show like a 6.5 to maybe 7 on 10, like one of those weird ratings, like 6.7 or something like that. And be on the lookout for Charlotte becoming a 16-time Women's Champion. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Let me know what you thought of the show, and I'm out. See ya.